Warning, the following content contains more talking than normal. Hey, and I'm Ryan. Welcome to my channel. I feel like I haven't been paying you enough attention. I mean, it feels almost like cheating. I haven't given you near the attention you needed. I know, and I'm gonna make that better. Because I know it all started with you. I mean, all of this. Better yet, I've got just the project for you. And it's something I've been thinking of for a long time, and I think it's time that we finally just got down to it. And we made it happen. Let's see, I've dusted you off. I got you a pretty decently sharp blade. I think it's time for me and you to get down and dirty, baby. Let's get close like we used to be. Now I gotta find pieces. Got me back in prison once again! I guess it really wasn't that bad. It was about 30 minutes on the planer. Yeah, anyway, we've got to get a hold of that to make a tabletop, and all be the same size. So, yeah, I guess we're going to do some table saw work. Mental powers to do it all with my mind activated! Revelation overnight that I'm going to take the thicker pieces of wood. Bring it closer. We're going to take this here thicker pieces of wood, and imagine this going, I don't know, I think we said 4-foot window. I think it's gonna be 30. I might even go for full 4 feet for the desk. See, that's how I do it. I plan as I go along. Now this is 2 inches. If I take little pieces of wood of different species, I can plane all these through the planer and get them the same thickness, right? And then I'll take these and I'll, like 3/4 of an inch, I'll run all those through the same thickness. That way when I go to glue it together, each layer will be the same as the last one. Okay, yeah, see, I've been thinking about it while I was at work. So then, say this is the tabletop right here. Does everybody follow along? Are you following along, camera guy? So let's say this is the tabletop right here. And then we're going to take it and we're going to offset it like a finger joint to win the side. Again, these are all going to be 3/4 of an inch. So then when I go to do the leg, goodness gracious! So let's do that. I've got this little stopper here that I can set for 3/4 of an inch. But for my big ones, I took the one that is the smallest, which is this guy. And that's what I have that set at right now, to where it won't go any lower than that. Yeah. Oh, man, that was a lot of P-laning. But anyway, we've got everything down to, what is this, 1 3/4 inches? I think that's what that is. And so what I could do now, well, let me back up. Y'all saw me run everything through the table saw at 2 inches. I think that's what that is. Hold on, una momento par favor. I got to remember my own measurements here. Yeah, I ran all these through the table saw at 1 3/4 inches. So that's what these are, all tall. So when I go to build my tabletop, this is how tall the tabletop will be. How tall will Tim's tabletop tower over the, that's all I can get, twinkling treasures. So So that's what that is. So I could run all those through the planer again and set it at 1 3/4 inches. But my table saw, I mean, I'm not going to do that. It's an extra step. So let's make them all 14 inches long. We're just going to make them all 14 inches long on the table saw. And what I'll do is I'll use the table saw sled and I'll set up a dedicated stop. That way I can slide my piece over, get 14 inches absolutely every single time. We gonna go and do that now. Yeah, you're gonna get some singing in every video. Almost forgot. You want to make sure that you're starting out with some nice fresh edges. So before I get my 14 inches, I'm going to go through on the sled and I'm going to nip off the end of every single last one of those. That way I know when I take my new nipped fresh cut end, I can slide that to my stop, which is going to be 14 inches, and then make me a new fresh cut. Alrighty. Now I'm sure everybody sets theirs up differently, but what I like to do is I like to go straight up to the table saw because I've got an old sled here. If it was brand new, then I could rely on this edge right here, but it's not. It's all janky. I need to redo it. So what I'll do is I'll pull a tape right here. I'll take my tape and I'll go directly up to the blade there. But that way, you almost got your little handle for your sled. Your cut side, brand new cut side, you put that up to your stop, and then you can use that, or what I do is I just put one hand right here and plow it through. Thank goodness I cut enough. So this will be one leg, and then this will be the tabletop. Alright, now we'll just glue it all together real fast. You didn't glue it together. Why isn't it glued together? Oh, I'm supposed to do that. Okay, alright, I'll get to gluing. So, we've got 3 different options here on how to glue this stuff up. 3 different options, you say? What do you mean? You just glue it together. No, we can use just clamps and glue, which takes a lot longer. Or we could use some pin nails, some brad nails maybe in there. A little sneaky. We can hide them. We can glue a lot faster. Because instead of the clamps, we're going to use the brad nails to hold it together while it clamps together. Or third option, which I'm not going to use, which is screws. You can put a bunch of screws in here. If you don't have a bunch of clamps, you can just, you know, screw it as you move along and then hide your last one. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to glue it with some brad nails, I do believe, because I'm impatient. It's going to act like finger joints to where this... See what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's get it rocking. What do I film it? Gluing it up? Do y'all want to see me do that? I mean, it's all kind of the same. Guess there's only one way to do it, right? And that's to start doing it. I got these here clamps just putting pressure on these last ones. The entire glue up took exactly 25 minutes. So I'm sure some of the glue, you know, towards the front already started curing, but yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Then we just got that other half to put together and then the leg. Perfection is not what we're after. We're after functionality. So I've got a couple areas right here that are raised up, and what I'll do is I'll just take it with some soft sandpaper to get it as flat as we can, and then we will joint the two. When two become one, I need some love like I never needed love before. We busting out the big boys today. Yay! Yay! It didn't stick! Happiness and sparkle sunshine! Ooh! Ooh! Alright. Now, this is where having a good planer will show. Oh! Oh! Can y'all see that? Oh my gosh. It actually lined up. Y'all guys like my new shirt? Hey, if y'all have not heard of Billy Strings, go check him out. I'll put a video up, or I'll put a little thing up right now of him. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ah, I couldn't resist with such a beautiful day. Y'all don't get to see me use hand tools very often. I don't know. You can see where the belt sander leaves these aggressive marks, and then you can see right here maybe where I got 60 grit on here now, where you can see those little swirlity marks. I've got a video on refinishing a cutting board that goes over not how to sand, but basically why you have different grits and stuff like that. I'll put that up right now. When you go to sand, all you're doing is getting rid of your scratches from the last sandpaper. You do that till you can't see them anymore. So that's all we're doing. Again, this is mine for my daughter. It's my discretion on how smooth I want to make it. I'm gonna take it up to about 220, I think. Yeah! Some juicy goodies, I do believe. And I'll use Graham's recipe. Oh, that good. I look over because I'm stressing out about the glue up and the red light is not on. Well, thanks guys for making it to the end. I think it turned out really good. I'm making this for my daughter Madeline for her room. I wanted something that kind of was a little artsy and kind of, you know, gave her something to look at. So anyway, I'm Ryan, Maker 238. I really appreciate you following along and hanging out till the end. And it's not really a how-to, it's more or less kind of how I do it. So anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day and stay classy. Well, after all that, look at what we's got left. What I like to do is keep my stuff relatively organized when I'm doing it. These 5-gallon buckets are good for offcuts. But, you know, I've got a lot of pieces here that are already planed up and down to 3/4 of an inch. A lot of littler pieces if I ever wanted to go back and make some stuff later on. So anyway, just figured I'd share that, and I've still got plenty of stuff here to make some more cutting boards when cutting board season comes around. So if anybody wants to see how I make my cutting boards, leave a comment down below, and I guess that's it. And have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging around to the very end. And if I could do maybe like a 10-second review on this DeWalt DW735 that I bought with my own money, hard-earned money that I saved up for, it doesn't feel like I'm using anything at all. I've gone from using that lunchbox planer over there to this thing with dust collection. I mean, I've got a little bit of dust on the ground, but I mean, it's you know, it's going from a bicycle to a Cadillac. So what are you gonna do?